Stadia appears to be focused on developers, and this is good news because it'll make the development and porting process to Stadia much easier. And this comes via a recent Stadia dev blog in which they started talking about playing and developing anywhere with Google Stadia. According to the blog post, until very recently, the core development loop has always been limited to the test client. It was a web-based client similar to Stadia.com that developers use to stream games on their workstation. The new system in place is something that they refer to internally as Launch Anywhere, and it allows developer tools to initialize the game launch and allows developers to start streaming on any player client where the developer is signed in. In addition to this, they're also introducing a new tool which they call Test Hub, a web portal designed to monitor and control developer sessions independent of the player client. And its purpose is to put all of the details of the game at the developer's fingertips, including game session details, game logs, improved feedback when a game ends unexpectedly, real-time performance monitoring, and calculators to help verify that the game meets platform requirements. It all happens automatically in the cloud without the need to use specialized software on a local device. They dive into much further detail in the full dev blog, which I'll link down in the description below if you want to check it out. The long story short is that they want to make sure that developers have the easiest time developing from anywhere they are. Much like when it comes to playing for us on the consumer end, they want to make sure that every screen also serves as a development kit. And I gotta say, this is super cool to see, and I'm glad that Stadia seems to be emphasizing on developers. Anything that can help them develop or port games is only going to benefit us end users further down the road. And this isn't the first time we've seen Google really focus on developers, because we know that they've been working in the background trying to make the porting process much easier. We can only hope that this will lead to more games being brought over to Stadia, and possibly in a more timely fashion. I also hope it improves the performance of ports that get brought over. We still have to deal with some hit or miss games when they get ported over to Stadia. Some ports just feel substantially better than others, and I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. But aside from this, the Stadia dev blog also made another post talking about how early access helps with feature development, and its entire focus is on Stadia experiments and why they're useful. And to cut a long story short, it comes down to getting new features into users' hands as soon as possible. This way they avoid over-optimizing each feature ahead of seeing real-world usage. And in addition to that, it provides incredibly valuable feedback through post-game quality surveys, bug reports, and other community channels that help them identify what to improve before a full launch. They go on to give 2 examples of when this really came in handy, the first of which was scaling on Android-supported devices. This allows them to support plenty of devices at once, and when they have enough data to demonstrate that a given set of devices meets their high-quality bar, they graduate it to officially supported. Something like this would be a huge undertaking if it was just Google themselves trying to test each device that exists. The second example was about testing mobile data. They used the experiment feedback to tune and improve the various conditions that real-world use cases provided, which ultimately benefited us end users by giving us a more reliable and more fun experience while playing on a mobile data connection. In general, I have to say it's pretty cool to see Google being so open about discussing this sort of thing, and it continues to show that development and progress is being made on the Stadia end of things. Either way, that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. I do want to add in just a quick end of video message. I want to apologize for the lack of uploads this past weekend, but I've been working on something that I'll be sharing with you all later this week. I think it's really exciting stuff and I hope you look forward to it, but till then, I just wanted to give you the heads up as to why there's been no uploads. As always, thank you for watching the video. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.